Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I want to do a review on Strange Fruit #1. This is a 4-issue miniseries. This is by Mark Waid and J.G. Jones. This is from Boom Studios. And yeah, before picking up this book, I picked up my books on I think Friday, and there was some controversy with this book, but I didn't want to let that distract me from just picking it up, because I've seen some articles and stuff like that, and I kind of wanted to check it out and kind of form my own opinion on it. And after reading it a couple times, I don't know. I think the story was just. I don't think the story was pretty strong with this book. Um, this is a 4-issue miniseries. This is issue 1, and we just, during like basically the final pages, we find out, the person basically comes down, and I guess in a rocket ship or something like that. Basically, the premise is what if a Superman type character who is African American landed in the South in the 1920s, and we find that character in the final pages of the issue. Some of the dialogue in the last couple pages, especially when we first get introduced to the character, from the guy who was being chased, was kind of weird. I didn't think it was kind of appropriate. I guess, I guess that's what they say when they first see someone. Like, basically, this dude was naked, and, he kind of just talked about, your Johnson is hanging out. So I guess that was basically the first thing he told him. Um, you know, the gist of the story, like the first, maybe half of the story is about, there's these floods that are happening around the Mississippi, and um, basically some of the cities are being, completely, destroyed because of the rivers, and, I think this is in yeah, and there's a city in Mississippi, Chatterley, Mississippi, that is trying to dig some, I guess, trenches or something like that to kind of stop the water from, you know, tearing down their city. And there's conversations with the, between some of the groups. You got the Ku Klux Klan and the governor. I think the senator or something like that. The story was it was kind of everywhere, and there was nothing really to grab onto. Um, the art though is really really good. It's kind of like almost like Alex Ross type. Definitely in that vein. So it's really nice to look at. But the dialogue kind of fell a little flat for me, and the story just didn't really it didn't it didn't really grab me. So we do see. I'll show you the guy. Basically, he's basically naked, and he fights the Ku Klux Klan and saves the guy. Um, so yeah, this is a lot of. I didn't like. I kind of thought it was going to take a different turn. I didn't think we were going to get. I thought we were going to get introduced to this character a little earlier in the book, but this is the first issue, and he just got introduced in the final pages. So we have 3 issues to kind of go through a lot. I don't really even know if the story is centered around him. I mean, it probably is centered around him, but is it more centered around the situation with the rivers and stuff? It's just kind of it's kind of unclear where this book is going, and I don't know. I might pick up the second issue just to see, but this first issue wasn't really strong. And regarding the controversy, I saw some of the articles, and there's a lot of negativity towards towards this book. Because of the title. The title is actually, it harkens back to the South and something like that. I don't really want to get too deep into it, but definitely, I'll definitely link the articles to the on the description box below so you can read them. Um, I don't really have an opinion on the negativity. I mean, if it's a story Mark Waid and J.G. Jones wanted to tell, I mean, okay, I guess tell it. I mean, it's up to Boom Studios to actually, you know, give these stories a go, and it's a comic that's being made, so uh, you know, I mean, it's really, I don't know. I just felt very underwhelmed with this book. I thought, and I think it may be because this is kind of like the first time I'm reading a story kind of like this set in this time in the 1920s. We're dealing with, there's some racism in here, and it's a different era that I'm not really too familiar with what I'm reading right now. Definitely, this is probably one of the first times that I can remember that I'm actually reading something like this around this time. I don't know. I can't really recall off the top of my head right now. But definitely, definitely not what I was hoping for with this issue. I'm hoping maybe issue 2 and issue 2 picks up the pace a lot. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think about Strange Fruit #1. Definitely indifferent about it. So yeah, just let me know in the comments down below. If you read this book, how you feel about the controversy of it. I don't really want to get into too specifics of it. Definitely, I'll put the links of the articles down below, because it's really a discussion that should be happening. I mean, I see it all over Twitter and stuff, and we feel. I mean, comics are. We talk about diversity a lot, and you know. Something like this comes around, and there's always going to be backlash. So let me know in the comments down below how you felt about this book and how you feel about the controversy so far. What are your opinions? And we can start a conversation down below in the comments. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.